Oh! Oh, hello. I know, right?
I mean, Green Lantern wasn't that bad. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. You shouldn't have done it. You should. Hey, what's happening? Just hanging out with Ryan. Came to visit. My buddy. Yeah. And, we're just talking about a little bit about Green Lantern. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, don't worry. Everybody knows. It's a one-off. Everybody gets one in their, right? Everybody gets one in their career? Yeah, okay. So Ryan stopped by on his, press tour from this, you might have heard of it, this Deadpool Wolverine movie that's going about. Best movie I've seen all year. Anyways, all the way from Canada, this little hoser, he came down to visit us and to tell us about some books that Deadpool would approve of. Back when he was a wee little lad in Moose Knuckle, Saskatchewan, Ryan spent time reading. That's why he's so well versed now as an actor. Reading was a great hobby, and some of the things that inspired him when he read were, yeah, you guessed it, books. Some of these books had some wisecracking, snippy, fast-talking, fourth wall breaking commentary that went on throughout them, and they were fantastic. So I wanted to share with you some of those books that Deadpool would approve of. Deadpool approved books. These are books that will make you laugh, are crazy enough to be considered Deadpool worthy, and that they're Ryan approved.
Think Ryan Reynolds got this far on his superior acting method?
Right? He's just going to hang out in the background and just observe. So the real reason that I wanted to make this video specifically was for these 3 books, because I love that stuff. I love that dialogue. I love how witty and funny and snippy and bantering back and forth, and that crazy, just sharp-witted, quick-tongued type stuff that goes on in those movies. This book specifically has that dialogue that I just thoroughly enjoy. If you like the smart aleck Deadpool type humor, I think you're going to really love this book. In this book, our main character, he wakes up in a spaceship. He has amnesia. He doesn't know why he's there. He's trying to figure out what's going on, and he's traveling in the spaceship to some destination he's unaware of. He's periodically remembering back little bits and pieces of what has happened as he's trying to survive on the spaceship and figure things out. As he's talking to himself a lot through this, or recording it into a diary of some kind or something like that. And it's just humorous constantly, as well as tense, and just an all-around enjoyable space adventure type book. The Martian is very similar in a way. However, it's made to be more like long-term survival type situation on Mars. So both Hail Mary and The Martian have that same dialogue that comes through, the same wittiness that comes through in the writing, which I really enjoy. Project Hail Mary, number 3 on that list.
Quite unfortunate.
That does it! Oh! Oh! Canada!
This is still my favorite book right now. I read this last year, the beginning of the year, through the whole entire year. Out of everything I read over 150 books last year. Out of all those books, this one still was my number 1 favorite throughout the whole entire year. Nothing topped it. Nothing. There was a few that got close, but nothing topped this book. Everything that I've read by Scalzi has been that type of humor that's witty and fun and natural. So when there's dialogue happening, it doesn't seem forced or awkward, like nobody would ever say that kind of thing. You read sometimes books and you're listening to the characters talking it, and you're going, who talks like that? Nobody talks like that. Nobody says things like that. And they're trying to just get a point across or move the story along, but at the same time you're going, it just sounds so unnatural to talk like that. When I'm reading things like Old Man's War or Kaiju Preservation Society or Starter Villain or things like that, I'm reading them and I'm just fully engrossed because they're natural and they're funny, and the dialogue between characters is humorous, and there's banter that goes back and forth, and there's not the whole like you can't say that, that's not politically correct, you can't talk like that, you can't joke like that, you can't have fun like that. It just happens naturally because that's how most people talk anyway. Most people have fun and enjoy conversations with one another, and they're not worried about offending everybody.
Someone's not counting. 6.
The numero uno ones are Chaos series by Rich Restucci. This series, I've read all 4 books that are out so far. I hope there's more coming. Actually, 4 was the weakest, but 1 through 3.
Oh my god, he's gonna say it.
Oh my God, he's gonna say it!
Say what?
Phenomenal. This is exactly it. Imagine in your head, it's like Ryan Reynolds as the main character delivering the dialogue, and it'll be perfect. It'll be phenomenal. They're so fun. It's a zombie series. It actually crosses over to his other series, which is the Run series, and there's 3 books in the Run series already. At one point, they kind of merge and unmerge, and it's kind of neat if you've read the Run series because you're seeing things happen between the two. It's a unique zombie series that's not the same as all the other ones. There's a main character who finds out that he ends up being immune to the virus after he's bitten. This takes place early on in the first book, and he's writing a journal as he goes along, dialoguing to himself and to the reader about what's happening or has happened to him. So he's talking to the reader. So a lot of it is that fourth wall type break dialogue that's going back and forth, and it is perfect. It is perfect. The first book, Chaos Theory, then you have Conspiracy Theory, Conversion Theory, and Contagion Theory. If you like Deadpool, you like that witty kind of humor, I'd highly recommend picking up the Chaos Theory series by Rich Restucci. All right, guys. Say bye to Ryan. And Ryan. Catch you guys later.
Whoa! Pump the hate brakes, Fox and friends. I'm just surprised anyone would date you, especially Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony.
I like this guy.